What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the Fisher Space Pen. Here's a look at the packaging. Have some nice blue coloration with some stars and galaxies. On the side of the box it says "Goes anywhere, writes everywhere." Fisher Space Pen. On the back of the box we have some literature and some basic history on the pen. This Fisher Space Pen carries the same patented pressurized technology that our founder Paul C. Fisher invented in 1966. Our pens are known for their unique functionality and ability to write flawlessly in zero gravity at any angle, underwater, over oil and grease, in -30 to +250 parentheses -34 degrees to +121 degrees Celsius degrees Fahrenheit, and 3 times longer than the average pen. They have been used on all crewed space flights since Apollo 7 in 1968. Fisher Space Pens are the pen of choice for first responders, trade professionals, outdoor enthusiasts, pilots, oil and gas operators, extreme sports enthusiasts, trekking expedition professionals, active military, global space programs, and anyone who demands reliability in their writing instrument. Goes anywhere, writes everywhere. And there's a diagram on the ink cartridge itself. At the bottom they have a gas plug, a sliding float that separates ink from pressurized gas. I'm not even going to pretend what these words mean, but thixotropic ink in a hermetically sealed pressurized reservoir writes 3 times longer than an ordinary ballpoint. Stainless steel precision socket prevents leaking yet delivers uniform ink flow. And at the top they use an ultra hard tungsten carbide ball. Sliding the pen out of the packaging. Note this pen casing is raw unfinished brass. Over time each pen will develop a unique patina as it responds to the environment, owner's body chemistry, and the way he or she handles their pen. Polishing with brass polishing compound will restore its original look. Good to know. Fisher Space Pen. This raw brass space pen contains antimicrobial properties. Towards the top of the pen, we have some engraving that says Space Pen by Fisher. Here's that pocket clip, stainless steel. Nice stiff retention on there. And this is the retractable version, so pushing on the top up and down will reveal the pen and retract it. To disassemble, you twist off this top part and the two pieces separate, and here is the ink cartridge. Here's the model number, PR4 Black, medium refill, Fisher Space Pen, Boulder City, Nevada, USA, and the website information. Putting the ink cartridge back into the body. Nice and tight. Action feels fine. It's a little on the weaker side. Doesn't feel as good as like a Parker Jotter or something like that, but it does feel reliable. Overall length on the pen when it is open is right about 5¼ inches. The top part of the pen comes in at about 0.38 inches. The part where your fingers will actually be gripping is about 0.27 inches. The pen is weighing in at about 0.7 ounces. Here is the pen writing on some basic notebook paper. The Fisher Space Pen. Zero gravity pen. Writes anywhere. Now, Fisher also claims that this pen will write underwater, but is that true? Well, it just so happens that I have some water, so we're going to be testing that out. Alright, here's the notebook paper again. Submerging. It's been about 20 seconds now. Let's see if it'll actually write underwater. And once you know it, it actually does. Here's the paper out of the water. Surprisingly, isn't really smudging. Overall, I really like the fit and finishing of the pen. It'll be interesting to see what kind of patina the brass reveals in the future. I like how lightweight it is too. You can hardly notice it while you're carrying it in the pocket. One thing that I do foresee maybe being a problem is when you have this pen gripped and you want to open it up, as you push down, that whole top part pushes down, which is like half the pen. And sometimes if you're gripping too tight, it'll actually get kind of hung up and won't open up all the way. But that's just user error. I'm sure I can get used to it after a while. I'll post an update video and we'll see what kind of patina and how the pen holds up. The Fisher Space Pen.